Hello everyone, I'm back again with another video, finally. As the title shows, we are going to be installing this $60 AliExpress slip-on on my 2025 BMW S1000RR. I did previously own a 2024 model, which I sold just because I got an offer on it that I couldn't refuse. Regardless, I had this exhaust on it previously. I paid $60 for this, and I had absolutely zero issues. The boot quality is pretty good. The welds look good. I never had any weird rattles or anything like that, so I went ahead and bought this one again. Now, before jumping into that, I did want to show you guys the new addition to the garage, which is my C6 Z06 Corvette. I know from my previous video, I had the white C7 on TEs, which I ended up selling the Corvette to get a truck since I had a baby on the way. So now that the baby's here, everything is situated. I still have the truck, but I went ahead and picked this up just to be my fun weekend car. I did already do heads cam intake. It also does have an A&A supercharger on there. I lowered it on Godspeed Max coilovers, and I threw some pretty nice hot boy wheels on there as well. If you guys do want to see a more in-depth video on the C6, please let me know, just like I did with my previous C6Z. And then I also have this beauty in the garage. This is my buddy's C6 ZR1, which I'm doing a heads and cam package on it. He'll be uploading a video of this car on his channel, which I'll link either in this video if it's done by then, or I'll share it on my Instagram if you guys follow me. This thing is going to be a beast. The heads are currently off at Frankenstein getting done, so yeah, I'm super excited for how this one's going to turn out. So going back to the exhaust for the BMW, this is pretty much how it comes. You know, pretty thick plastic wrap. It has some hardware with it as well, and its own clamp. And then inside the box is just a simple beat up box from China with some foam inserts. I do have some additional parts I got for the bike. Same thing from AliExpress. I have ran these before, so I know they work. This is going to be a fuel filler cap. This is pretty much how that looks compared to like the stock silver one. Once again, I have ran this before without any issue, so that's why I'm buying it again. I also picked up a rear license plate delete along with the harness for the license plate lights, because I'm pretty sure those who have these S1000s, any light that's off, the bike will let you know. So this is to make sure that pesky warning is not on the dashboard. I also picked up these tail lights with the integrated turn signals. These are the TST style tail lights, which once again I have ran before without any issues whatsoever. So here we are again, and for of course a fraction of the price. So I'm definitely going to make a video on these just for any guys that want to save some money as opposed to buying the TST ones, which these do the exact same thing. And then lastly, I also have some side mirrors that come with the integrated turn signals. And of course, these are plug and play. Believe it or not, these are still a fraction of what those name brand ones cost, and they're the same exact thing. Once again, I ran this on my 2024 without any issues whatsoever, so I'll also be making a video on installing this. So if you guys are interested in seeing any of that, please let me know. That way I can make sure I get those videos done, because I will procrastinate. So that's pretty much everything I have right now. I do have some more stuff on order, and then on the bike I did already install a radiator guard and oil cooler guard that I got from AliExpress, so I'll show you that once we get to the bike. As you can tell, I am limited on space inside the garage, so the wife was nice enough to let me keep the bike inside the dining room. So I'm gonna go show that to you right now. We'll get this installed and then go from there. So here is my 2025 S1000RR. As you can tell, it looks beautiful inside the living room. I picked this up about 3 weeks ago. I've only ridden it twice, so it only has about 50 miles on it. One thing I forgot to mention that I ordered was some tank guards, because as you can tell, it's pretty exposed, and I do want to make sure I protect that. So once that comes in, I'm pretty sure you guys will see that as well. This one did come with the Akrapovic exhaust, which I don't mind it. However, the Akrapovic along with the catalyst is way too quiet for me. So while I complete the break-in, I'm just gonna run that slip on, and then later on just buy a full exhaust with headers and everything. Removing this one, it's actually pretty simple. You take off that one mounting bolt right there, which is a Torx, and then you have the clamp. Once you get those two off, it slides right off, and then the new one already has the mount right up here, so it slides on right there, pretty much taking place of that, and it's much shorter and less bulky, so just looks better overall. And for those wondering the tools that are needed, the top mount Torx is going to be a Torx 40, sorry, T40, and then for the clamp bolt or the clamp mount, that's going to be a T45, which fits in there pretty good, as you can tell. So T45, T40, let's get this off. And then once you get that top bolt, get the clamp off, just like that, slides right off. So here are the mufflers side by side, of course, the stock sport one And then we have the AliExpress one. Of course, this is not an authentic Austin Racing, so just to respect that brand, I am not going to be running this. I'll be running it in its raw form, which I did before, and I actually like the way it looks a lot. I already mocked up the slip-on. Everything lines up. The hole actually lines up better than the first one, because the first one I had to kind of drill out a little bit of a slot on the bracket itself, but this one lines up perfectly. So I'm gonna get that clamp on, get that bolt in, and show you how that looks. Here it is. It looks fantastic. Well, that pretty much wraps up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna push it out right now. That way I can get you a sound clip with the new slip-on already installed, and I'll throw a video of the before sound. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future, and then I'll see you on the next one.